they do a lot of very good things, which I understand. Believe me, I do. It's all unfortunate that 90% or more than 90 are all crooks. So now what happens is this. I says, listen, guy, he goes, get the fuck out of here, kike. That's what he says to me. Now, I'm not recording it, okay? What? And I'm out. Who the fuck are you now? Okay, so now I go next door where the main guy is, and I see a taller gentleman, I believe might have been Jamaican, whatever, my tall black guy. I told him what happened. He looks at me, and he says, okay. He went in to speak to the head guy, whoever it was. And he comes back 10 minutes later, he goes, listen, you got to get out of here and never come back. That's what they told me. This is 1/100000th of what I'm telling you. Now, my party's name, and my flag is going to be, don't want to get you wrong, I'm not Republican, but believe me when I can't stand what they do. I give Donald Trump all the credit in the world. Don't care about anybody else.
I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm getting a call from my granddad.
Oh, that's good. You tell old granddad I said hello and stop drinking the old granddad. No. That's 10 times more important. I'll just keep on rambling over here. So what happens is this. I don't even know where I was. And these are the nice people at the Democrat headquarters. Hello, young lady. You're so pretty. What town are you from?
Huntington.
Hello, Huntington. I know it very well. Have you ever taken a bus from Huntington?
I have.
How brutal are the buses?
Oh, no. Everything that you were saying, I can relate to.
Okay.
Because I have spoken to my legislators about it as well.
And what have they done? That would be absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
It's very bad.
It's nothing. Do you know that I was on the S33 bus in Wyandanch? Now, where my junk car was is by Farmingdale College. I was on, so I'm on, and I said to them, is the 2B still running to the college? Mm-hmm. He says, I don't know, which they never know, which is scary. So we called the dispatcher. The dispatcher said, yes, it's still running. Oh, good. I get on a bus. It's like 7 o'clock at night, dark.
You got on the bus at 7?
Well, young lady, but believe me, I've been in more black homes than a Jehovah's Witness. It's all I do. Okay. I got on the bus at 7 o'clock, the 2B, gonna go to the college. And guess what? Because that's where I had to go, by the college where I had to go. Anyhow, we're getting on. I'm the only one on the bus. And I said, oh, thank God I caught the last bus to the college. You know what he says to me? My last stop is Wheatley Plaza. I says, no. All righty. No. Your next stop is the college. And he said, no. So I said, and I explained to him what happened because I'm always trying to be nice to start. And I yelled, I can be one nasty person. Okay. And I said, you can't make me walk. Call the dispatcher, drop him off. And I had to walk. Now, I don't know if you know how pitch black that area is. And I'm not talking about whatever it is, by myself. All righty. This is just one of the things that go on. There should be so many more buses, but you built bicycle paths, from Gilgo to here and there. And I don't know if you guys are paying attention to what I'm saying. I hope you are. But what I'm going to tell you is this, all righty? Kimberly St. Pierre, who I went to about those kids 10 years ago, and I'm the only one who still can now get them on crack that they're dealing with the little kids. I've been everywhere. She's not the only one. I have been everywhere to take care of these people. Nobody's done a thing. So now, Kimberly St. Pierre needs to resign. Steve Stern, all righty, because I'm going to expose him big time. That this guy wouldn't walk across the street. Listen to the nurse murderer tapes. Went to his secretary, spoke. Same thing out east of the commissioners. Same thing. And I've been saying the same thing forever. I've been afraid to turn, some people, because I'm worried about what wasn't done to stop these things. I have lawsuits up the yin yang to file. And kiddo, I wish you goodness in your life. I'm the funniest guy you ever met, but I'm so sick of everywhere you go. Like you're wearing a mask. Thank God that people didn't want to get vaccinated and masks and this. Look at what other people in the world go through. But just so you know, my flag of my party, tell me what you think, is white in the middle, brown on one side, black on the other side, and an American flag in each section in the middle. And here's the other thing I'm starting, so you know that I'm not making up, and I've been everywhere, that I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, I don't care who you are. I'm going to start soon. Once I get my platform, I've been trying to get a platform. Anybody can get attention by doing violent things and wrong. Okay? What social services has put me, what they've gone to has been disgusting and all these other things. But my platform is going to be, number one, everybody does 60 days, American, Republican, 60 days, the best you truly can to cut back on our oil. And this way, the Saudis, alrighty, and everybody blames Biden. Everybody blames, listen, I owe Mr. Trump $36,000 when in the Taj Mahal, there's a place called the Mark Grosinger Edis Arena. Mark Grosinger Edis was a close friend of mine. I loved him. I was his busboy, and he was my friend. He was going to be the president of Taj Mahal. He died in the helicopter crash before the Taj Mahal opened. I give Trump all the credit in the world to get where he got to, because how did you vote for the guy? I mean, he talked about the Hispanics, the wall. The Hispanics built this country, okay? Now, he talked about grabbing girls' pussy. Okay, he did this, he did that. And guess what? He got elected. So, after the fire, and he built, no matter what he did, I hate the way he built this place, because all the times he bankrupted. So now the people who put down the carpet don't get paid, who supplied the car, all these people, but they all love him, okay? Now, if it wasn't for him, I truly believe that North Korea would have done a lot of worse shit. Okay? And if he were in president now, the Ukraine war and the Russia wouldn't have happened. But no matter what, I don't know why you Democrats, they still just keep on running the January 6th commercial. And I'm giving you the heads up because this is on I've written, okay? Listen, if it was Jews, blacks, Hispanic people, or Asian people, whatever it is, all doing that to our capital, it would have been the end of the world, okay? Religion, the best thing I'll tell you is everybody that wants to know 1,000,000,000% the truth about everything is watch Family Guy, because it nails everything to the, we should all get along. It's like one of their greatest things. They have got a black guy or a brown guy and a white guy meeting outside a cave, shaking hands. No reason we shouldn't be enemies. And then somebody pulls up and says, "Oh, did you hear about the new child born in Bethlehem?" And all of a sudden, everybody starts fighting and killing each other. I truly believe there's something out there. No ifs, ands, or buts. But, and this is my other big thing. I've been trying to raise 100,000 portable oil-filled radiators. You know what they are? All for years, that's what I did when I raised the money for the people. And Amigo, that Mr. Piece of Shit Casserly took credit for. I raised him 70 grand. Just as my business was folding, I went back a year later to see if they could help me out. The house was all done. They had nice new cars. They said, "Here's $20. Mr. Casserly told us not to talk to you." Swear. All righty? Swear. And all of these things I tell you are true, and I could keep going on. But in other words, never be any violence, never be any danger. All righty? Everybody's going to boycott oil for 60 days. But I will tell you, I'm going to do a thing, a young lady, what I hate more than anything. Okay? And I'll say it right in front of you. This is what I've been trying forever. And I'm bouncing. The oil-filled radiators. All people die. You hear it all the time for years in the poor areas in the city and in Queens that use their stoves for heat because they can't afford the oil or the landlord cut them off, right? For years upon years, I've been begging for people everywhere I've gone, and they all agree, just get a few places where people can drop off or order the oil. They're only $40 a piece. None of these bullshit, charities to come in or like all, campaign donations or everybody, donate here. But and the other thing I'm doing is this. Those need to be no write-offs, no nothing, zero. You donate them, whether a company wants to donate, and you'll raise, I would get 100,000 by the end of the year of them but nobody cares. So people die. And these are the things I'm going to point out. And young lady, I hold nothing back. Is that okay? Okay.
Absolutely.
What I also, when I try to meet Bart Scott, what I'll tell you is this. These preachers, the reverends, whether it's Peter Popoff, Joel Osteen, all these black preachers, how do you people keep on giving to these freaking people? And I begged, I don't want the more educated. I know it's the more educated, whoever it might be, to say, how stupid can you be? And these people do the worst things possible, and you keep on giving and giving and giving. Believe me, I dealt with a bishop over here in North Island, Bishop White. He was one of the few legit guys. I used to actually met him on a golf course. I did work on his house 30-something years ago. Since then, I held a couple things at his church. Legitimate. He did well, but he was one of the few I actually saw help others. I did siding for another black guy in North Amityville, a Reverend Nelson. He's no longer here, so I go, listen, Reverend, anybody you send to me, I promise, beautiful, beautiful job, like I always did. They'll get the best of everything. And there's always a little something in it for the church. All right? You know, when he comes back the next day, he goes, listen, I got a job for you. All righty? I'll get my 10%. I said, of course you will, Reverend. Okay, it's my sister. But black people are too gullible. They are, no matter what. Believe me, when I tell you, if somebody tells me it can make me look better or I get more girls with it, I bought Harley Davidson just to get girls and get. But it's time that black people came and instead of separating, joined us and get rid of the gangs. And just remember something else. There's a couple of things. Number one, there's a couple of things we're not responsible for. Where we're born and what we're taught till we're 15 or 16 years old. So all our hate, and I hate a bunch, all righty, should go out the window. But I'm letting you know up front, all righty, you can speak to Commissioner Harrison, who I've been trying to get in touch with the last couple of weeks, about his secretary, about Miss Smelly from 4 years ago. Her secretary, the same one was her secretary, Miss Smelly, that I sent all these things to. Again, Steve, sir, it's nice to see you. You know what?
Yeah.
Who are you?
And get a sponsor.
What's that?
Go to a meeting.
Hey, do me a favor. Who are you?
My name is Dan.
Dan what? You're afraid? Dan what?
You don't need my last name.
Why not?
I'm in recovery for 32 years.
Good for you. I'm proud of you. Good for you. Listen, I bless you and everything. I was a compulsive gambler for 8 years.
Yeah.
For years. And you know what? I haven't made a bet in 8 years, and I have no addictions, and you still can't get help from the social side.
Right.
That's what I'm fighting for.
Right.
That's what
You
I'm
want me
fighting
to
for.
buy you a ticket for
I don't want you to buy me a dick. Okay?
a ticket for the $1 billion lottery?
No, I haven't made it. Listen, if you offered me $1 billion to bet $5, I wouldn't. And I'm proud of you being in recovery.
Right.
You're a bold guy. I'm not against. I fight for the poor people.
Okay. All right, God bless you.
Listen,
All right, I got to
can
go.
I tell you something? Seriously. All righty? I'll tell you about program. Half the people in program are the best people in the world. They love you and want to true.
Yeah.
They want to help, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is my big thing. The other half, like all these things that help the teens, are miserable cult people, and if you don't do it their way, you can't be unique. Am I right about that?
Okay.
Yes. These are the people I hate. I hate the people that take these kids, Teen Challenge, make them stand in places.
Okay. All right.
I hate the people that make people from.
All right.
Seriously. I'm here for you, man.
No, that's good. That's good.
I'm at the.
God bless you.
Okay.
All right? I wish
I'm
you well.
for the freaking good, and we're gonna have fun and laugh, tell jokes. And by the way, you're going bald.
Okay.
All righty. Okay. I'm the funniest guy you ever met, but I'm not afraid.
All right.
And listen, there's a Jeep out here that says X-Scam on the front.
Right.
I got it 3 months ago. For 4 years, I lived in the car that hasn't moved with no place. I've seen it all. And I hate that Steve Stern didn't do what he did. But believe me,
right.
I hate the Republicans a lot more.
Right.
And this is what I tell everybody, just so you know, at Capture Everywhere, I'm running for next Suffolk County Executive but I'm actually running to be the one who picks it.
All right. Peace.
Please warn Miss Pierre. When I say warn, let her know. All righty? You got all my information and shit?
Yep.
Okay?
Wrote your name down.
Okay, and here. See this? Give him a copy of this, just so you know how brutal this was for me to finally get this medication that I have gone through. Alrighty? Listen, I wish you good, kid. I mean no freaking harm. It's disgusting what the fuck goes on. It's so sad, and I'm gonna get it done. Believe me. And when I tell you I've been everywhere, but here, just so you see, because they'll say, "Oh, he's nuts." This is all. I had to go through hell for years to finally get this, and they put me in a room for an hour with this lady. Right? It was the most brutal night of my life. 14. So, let them know. Not dangerous, not nothing, but I am. I promise you. If you look on David Mindell, they need a drag strip. Okay, on YouTube. Watch the David Mindell bus argument, and then you'll see the UPS. It says David Mindell beaten down, stressed. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Look the Twitter up. If you don't, okay, believe me, again, I'm doing everything with next to nothing. All right? I finally got my Uber a few days ago. I lived in this thing. I haven't slept. Who cares? You'll see it all. And I got life better than 99% of the people. But this guy, that guy, Tim C, at least he's the one person that tried. All righty. They don't give a fuck about anybody, kid. It's sad.
Yeah.
They don't. None of them. And for people to have to go and be hungry, I'll fix it. And most importantly, guess what? My birthday, and I was probably born on Halloween.
Happy birthday, then.
No, but my parents backed it up a day.
Backed it up a day, huh?
So when was my birthday?
Is it the 30th? Yes.
You'd be surprised how many. Yes, and guess what else? I turned 65. I don't know anything about my medical stuff because social services, I lie about, I have records of everything. Okay, from months, years. I go to get my extra card. Where's my health insurance? You got to go here, and I got all the ladies. You have to go here. After 2 years or 3 years, finally, Mrs. Trimmer wouldn't come out and meet me. Goes here, fill these out, and we're going to afford them for you. I wanted to jump through and rip her head off, and this is what's going on. What's your first name?
Justin.
Justin. David. How old are you, kid?
26.
You're doing the right thing. You're going to school. You got a job and all those things.
Work full time. Yep.
Yeah. What do you do?
I work here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do good, kid.
Thanks.
Do good things. When I tell you do good things, yeah.